som är bättre ändå. Det är en Volvo 142. Och bilen går utav helvete. Jag blåser om varenda BMW. Däcken och spinner när jag gasar på. Med min Volvo 142. Volvo, Volvo, aha, aha, Volvo, Volvo, aha, aha, Volvo, Volvo, aha, aha, Volvo, Volvo. Och solen skiner på blåa skyn när jag åker bort från byn. Kör upp i 170, blåser om RNO med min blåa 142. Köra så långt norrut ända tills min motor är slut. Sätta upp ett tält och där ska vi bo. Jag och min Volvo 142. Volvo, Volvo, aha, aha, 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 Volvo, Volvo.
You know where to find me. A realist bringing demon bent to no laws. Meant to kill this mental illness fashion trend with both claws. It's headed Santa Claus, sad boy, blood spiller, Kuma Psycho, aka Manhattan Killer. Digital celebrities been working for the weekend. I can't knock they hustle, but I can knock they teeth in. Glamorizing weak, thin, unbreakable, critiquing is inevitable. Shut my mouth for long enough, I'm speaking. American woman, no, I'm not trying to Nadeshi code, but do I really gotta say it out loud? I'm proud to say I ain't a sugar bloated, candy coated bitch you cannot run. Don't you know that idol rapper's such an oxymoron? Lesson when lashing out, best be sure so you deliver. Depression ain't a fashion accessory, but some beg to differ. Healthy isn't money, still I think I'd rather go clean than some mental illness snapping selfies in a yo-e. Just my opinion, but say what you wanna. An epidemic filtered in black and off color. You want a bad choice? Already got one. Queen of the sad boys, kill it with a shotgun. Just my opinion, so say what you gotta know. It doesn't make a difference to me, the more you know. Feeling so loved, it's pure walk, shot at your night that show. I'll put your sick out of fashion. Day to day life is pain, hashtag aesthetic. I feel bad for sad boys, they're all so fucking pathetic. Zombified inside the hungry eyes of SNS, so he may sama. Cheaply made musician disguise, you best believe it's drama. Something that I can't swing, boy and girl romancing. Auto-tune the shit out of your voice because you can't sing. Cashing in on pity till the paychecks come. I'm sorry, we don't call that hip-hop in the country it was born from. Maybe you don't know their story, sorry, I don't need to. Ongakto image got business, and the fans will bleed to be like you. It's true that I can lament, I can bitch, I can whine, but see the people I'm critiquing won't tune up, and that's fine. You see, it's not like I'm belligerent for justice to drop, but if you're in the ship of image, why not just at the top? Don't care to witness careless villainy out in plain sight. So I'm glad that you can make some money off what's killing me in real life. Just my opinion, but say what you wanna. An epidemic filtered in black and off color. You want a bad choice? Already got one. Queen of the sad boys, kill it with a shotgun. Just my opinion, so say what you gotta know. It doesn't make a difference to me, the more you know. Feeling so loved, it's pure walk, shot at your night that show. I'll put your sick out of fashion. Just my opinion, but say what you wanna. What you wanna. What you wanna. Just my opinion, but say what you wanna. What you wanna. Just my opinion, so say what you're gonna know. It doesn't make a difference to me, the more that you complain singing life ain't fair is an excuse. Hey yo Mako, no one gives a shit, Nihongo de Nante you. Just my opinion, but say what you wanna. An epidemic filtered in black and off color. You want a bad choice? Already got one. Queen of the sad boys, kill it with a shotgun. Just my opinion, so say what you gotta know. It doesn't make a difference to me, the more you know. Feeling so loved, it's pure walk, shot at your night that show. I'll put your sick
Alrighty. Hello everybody, welcome to Assetto Corsa, almost. Kind of getting there. Oh shit. Getting 2 Demon Dice songs in one. So I kind of have a bit of a playlist started of just random driving songs, and hopefully you can hear that. If not, then, well, we'll take that as a learning experience. Let's get this over, and also, my face. So, I'm using a Logitech G27. I probably should have specified that, but if you're watching a stream related to driving simulators, I think that's a given. So, here we go. Hopefully this will turn on like it should. Yes. Alright. So, I'm going to be driving a Galaxy Blue Toyota 86, GT86, because this car is, like, I have fallen in love with this car like you wouldn't believe. I like to pump up the tires just a little bit to get myself a little bit of wiggle room in the back so I can throw it around a bit. And I don't actually know what how this is going to turn out by simple metrics of I always drive typically with like 28 psi in all the tires because I want a little more grip. I don't want grip today, I want to slide. So, welcome to Black Cat County. And I am using an H shifter, H pattern shifter. So there you go. Yeah. Disable the UI apps so I can have a pure driving experience. The time of day is approximately 8 o'clock in game because it is, well, 8 o'clock in real life where I am. See if I can throw it into a bit of a, oh no, that glare. Screw that. Now I should explain kind of what I'm doing here is I have it set up so this is a practice session, and it's gonna last for about 90 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to make it 90 minutes because A, I might get tired at some point, you know, low energy twat head, but also because if I crash and I can't make it back to the pits or I just can't be bothered, well, guess what? I'm just gonna quit the event and switch to something else. Possibly like a different car or something. Still the same setup because I don't want to take this to Laguna Seca. I'm not good at Laguna Seca. So, and I want to keep it in America. At least for the time being. 3 pedals, an H pattern shifter, and a car that I absolutely adore. Like, I'm actively looking for one of these in real life at the moment. Specifically a GT86 or maybe even a GR86, let's be real here. And with a 6-speed. Because it's been a very long time since I've driven a manual transmission. But I think it's about time for me to own one and properly learn. So, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the goal here is to just drive and not crash, but if I do crash, I have to either make it to the pits or live with the consequences. You know, I could turn on the pedal debug, like, so you can see what my feet are doing. But you know what I'm doing, I'm just shifting. Entirely self-taught, which, oh, somebody taught themselves with video games. Yeah, I know. Shut up. I'm proud of myself. I guess one of the benefits of playing Black Cat County more than any other track in this entire game is I'm pretty familiar with it, so the sun could be in my face all day long and I'm still gonna be not entirely cactus. Murphy's Law is a freaking bastard. Alright. Turn on the I don't have any suspension repair, so that's not too bad. Want a main. So I'll drop it. No, I'm not gonna drop it anywhere. Probably help if I shift it though. Got a freaking crossbow behind me. Now the problem with the 86 is it can turn like nobody's business, but you give it a hill and it just can't do it. It's a 2-liter 2-liter 4-cylinder fart machine. And I believe it was Jeremy Clarkson who said that it has the skinny little tires from a Prius, so you could just throw it around like like it owes you money. So like here, just put it in the second, the butt end breaks out, and then you just throw it in the third, and that McLaren is getting pissed. What is that? I just been to Natalia. That sucks. 458s are legitimately some of the most gorgeous cars ever made, if not the most beautiful. Well, okay, I used to say that. Now I'm more inclined to maybe not think it's the prettiest car in the world, but it's a very good-looking car. Also, I'd like to point out that I'm not using any driving assists. So, well, other than ABS, but I mean things like, you know, you can see I could TC off, no traction control. And, oh Lord, what else? Traction control's off, and what other driving assists are there? Huh. Well, anyway, other than that, oh, I do have ABS on because I hate having my brakes lock up. That's just not fun in any capacity. Brake management is something that I'm just bad at braking in general. I'm decent at Black Cat County just because the amount of time that I've spent playing it, but no, not like Laguna Seca. I don't know where I'm braking. I don't know where I'm going. There's a lot of McLarens today. Could have done that better. One thing that I'm struggle with is throwing a car into a corner. And instead of having a trouble with always throwing a car into a corner and then just crashing, which does happen with other cars, my issue is I'm really bad about being very careful. I don't really think about like just pitching a car in and knowing it's gonna stick. Although I'm better at it with this car. Uh-oh. Now I got Caramel Dancing. Oh, shit. Of course I put that on here on my playlist, which you can't even really hear. So, should have done that while I was at the pits. You can't hear a thing. Oh, I'm going to... Can I Alt-Tab? Can I get away with that? I can get away with it on a straight. A 6th gear in this car is just not really worth talking about. Let's see if I can pitch it. I'm trying to... Yeah, my whole setup's a little wobbly, so bear that in mind. Apparently he can't drive his own BMW because it's got beat to crap, says the guy who was in the pits to repair his 86. But hey, it's a whole lot cheaper. A whole lot cheaper to fix. I can kind of throw it around, but I feel like I can pitch it in like this, and that wasn't a good example. Okay. No, really? That's what we're doing today? Don't drink and drive. Oh, does coffee count? Oh, there's a Lotus. Get up at the... Yeah, you kiss it. Ain't nobody gonna turn faster than me on that corner. You just had some extra speed. Kill, 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 murder, murder, death, 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 death. Oh! But see, that's what I love about this car, is you don't go that fast in it, but it's so easy to get it going where you want it. Oh, bad. Got a beamer. He's gonna have me either on the straight or on the hill. There's just no getting around it. And there's a reason why whenever I race this car, I do the small sports, but I always nuke the Audi Quattro because that's a part of it, and that thing's just a turbocharged monster compared to pretty much everything else on the field. And I've driven it; it's decent. Okay, I'll put it this way: I drove it like once and didn't like it very much because I don't like turbochargers. I don't like having an engine be non-linear and throw the back out when I'm not ready for it. So I like naturally aspirated. Call me an elitist, but I think it's a more natural driving experience. And I love the feeling of a linear power band. And it's not just in this game either, but in BeamNG as well. Maybe it's a lack of skill or something, I don't know. We'll go ahead and go into the pits. Get the body work done, and I'll turn up the music a little bit. Huh. Those are the two most beat up German cars I've ever seen. To be parked. Fuel efficiency. Always shift up. 80 kilometers an hour, which is approximately 50 miles an hour, I think. Apologies if I mumble at all. Oh, is it just not gonna let me? What the? Okay, apparently R8s are magic and can just go into the pit lane without so much as even thinking about it. Okay, get OBS up, put that over here, and just make sure. What do you know? It's actually holding true. Go. Everything's working out. Not doing any other changes. I want my PSI and everything to be the same. Hopefully the game didn't reset my tire temperatures. Actually, I'm not gonna even talk like I know what this game does. I just play it. I'm more of a try that again. I'm more of a Forza Horizon guy than a Forza Motorsport guy. I'm just enough of a gearhead to be serious about driving well, but and I want to own a manual pretty much as soon as possible. But I'm not enough of a driving sim fan to be particularly good at it. Cayman, I think? Oh, the game's random choice for the AI was just not particularly varied. We started with a song from Sweden, and now we're playing to a different song from Sweden. But this one's in English. Can't really hear it. If I were to... I was gonna say... Ooh! I completely munched a gear there. Nearly. Nearly and completely. They're two different things. Yeah, shut up, I know. Ooh. That's one way to slow down. There's two ways to slow down in a car, and that's make it stop or hit the brake pedal. In fact, you kind of have to do downshifts and do other stuff to stop these cars. And when I get into Porsches and things which are going much faster than this, my skill level really shows to, as in, like, not very good. Because get me behind the wheel of a Porsche and I will always find the nearest wall or tree or orphanage. I love that corner because if you're if you're slow enough to make it, you throw it from fourth into third in this car right as you hit that bump, and it's the most satisfying thing in the world. Oh. Fuck. Alright, I'm not going into the pits again. The windows are still okay, so I can see where I'm going! Whee! Mom, get the camera! We're watching that. Oh my lord. That might be the best turn I've ever done in my life. Ignore that. Oh my lord, it looks like I know what I'm doing. Do that again. Hang on. Look at that! And the music fit! Hold on. Ah. Well, let's put it on the bonnet. That way we could, like, if I were to post this on YouTube, which this is on YouTube, shut up. It's like, put a GoPro on your... Oh, look at that! I love this car so much because this is the only car where I can truly pull that off. Well, that's a lie. I pull off a very similar one in an Alpha 4C. And get off of me! Good Lord. Yeah, you're driving a British supercar that can't take this turn any faster than I can. How are you enjoying that money and that bad gas mileage? Of course, when I say that, but my Avalon gets better gas mileage than an 86, and it probably has lower compression. Well, that may be why, actually. It's a high compression engine making the 2.0 liters like, I forget, it's not that much horsepower, which is why I want to get an 86 with the newer 2.2 liter. Oh, that wasn't done yet. Oh my lord, that went wrong. Slow down. Composure. Not slow enough for first. Man, I'm twitchy. I'm like touching my face and shit. Oh, this song summarizes it. I like the 350/370 Z's as well. I mean, they're fun cars. And in this game, they're freaking noisy. Like, those things scream when you drive them. Yeah. Go ahead and do some engine repair as well. I need more coffee. Whoops. Here I go again on my own. I want, like, when I build a new PC in the fall, I want to have a VR headset by winter, and I want to just play this game because it wasn't until very recently that I was even started getting into this game, because I didn't have a G27 until recently. But now that I've got a G27, I've got a car that I love to drive in this game. I have a track that's just phenomenal. Look, that is a significantly faster car, but in most of these races, it's acceleration more than top speed, because 140 miles an hour is about as fast as you're ever gonna go in any car, unless you're like an R8 or something that can hit, 200 miles an hour, I think. Don't quote me on that. So having just a four-banger with a turning circle as tight as a drum is about as much as you need to have not just fun, but yeah, although I suppose people like, V8s and stuff. I just hate low-end torque. And now Overkill by Motorhead came on. You know what that means? I'm getting a speeding ticket. I literally got a speeding ticket while driving to this song, so, this ought to be fun. Ah, that was a bit much. Although I didn't count that as damage. Huh. Guess it was a little love tap. Huh. You may have taken the turn, but I took it better. Well, objectively worse in terms of times and everything else, but, I was having more fun. Huh. 458, eat that ass. See, I can match his speed through that turn because it's just like, yeah. The speed only gets you so far until you hit a turn, and then everybody's equal. Yeah. Speed is, a vehicle's top speed means nothing if a turn has like a minimum requirement. This is not gonna work. Fuck. We're going to the thrift shop after this, boys, because I can't afford my rent after repairing. Although, an 86 is pretty cheap. Well, less expensive, I should say. $30,000 is not cheap. In the car world, it is actually. Like when your average family sedan starts at like 40 grand nowadays. Like, oh, here's this fun little two-seater sports car that won't break the bank and has an engine that has had literally every problem worked out by every bro dude and make cunt and man bun looking motherfuckers on the planet. Those man buns don't really maintain their cars, do they? They just drive them and complain about everything. Generalizations are fun when they don't apply to you. Although, there was once I had my hair long enough to where I could have had a man bun, but didn't, because despite my self-deprecation, I've had at least a shred of dignity through most of my life. If there's one thing that sometimes trips me up in this game, it's centering the steering wheel. Because I can sometimes forget where it is. Then again, I think that's probably going to be an issue for, you know, most people. Gas mileage. But add 5 liters. Why not? That's gonna take a while. BRB. Get my drinkies. Also, my CPU fan has not spun up, and I know it's getting hot. There we go. Problem solved. Huh. Also, I got a new chair. How about that? Look at that. Uh-oh.
Repairs were much faster than expected, Captain. What do you want to do now?
Same thing we always do, bruh.
Set off in second gear.
It didn't end well. There's that crossbow again. Am I in frame? Yes. Alright, cool. Resume track day. You notice how literally everybody is faster than me? I think the game spawned in cars of a higher class for everybody, which is annoying because I like, you know, going up against a wealth of different cars and not being the only slow one on the market. But hey, what are you gonna do? Huh, everyone else may be faster, but are they smiling as much? Bad turn, stranger danger. That was an Audi, but it doesn't look like an Audi. Unless it wasn't an Audi. Huh. What do you know? I don't know. Dookie! Yeah, boy! And a carousel of agony. Oh, I almost just shifted into third. I really would have munched a gear. This is gonna be a very bad... You know, I feel like I could have done it. I really do feel like I could have pulled that off, but I didn't. And that's disappointing. Like... Oh. I got distracted. Okay, let's see if I can drift it. Ah, too fast. Ugh. No. Get away, mouse cursor. All right. Where's my water? All right. Now we get to do my favorite corner again. See if I can do it properly this time. And that's what I love about this car on this track. Fourth gear, slow down, hit it. Third gear, you're out, and you can beat most Ferraris. I wonder if I could pull off another drift. Like, I seriously just kind of want to practice. Like, that was, yeah, that's the corner. Couldn't pull it off though. am I going here? Turn around. Good lord. In real life, those things are throaty. Or even in game, those things are throaty. It's funny. There was it showed that I had one person start watching the stream, and all of a sudden, my brain shut off. I didn't know what to do. It's like I gotta start with people, they gotta ask me questions, they gotta keep my mind occupied, otherwise I get too self-conscious. Oh, look. Didn't do that very well. That's kind of... The problem with that corner for me is it seems to be almost like between gears. Like, first is too low, second is too high. You know, it's occurred to me, how many times have I actually completed a lap without going into the pits? Because whenever I go into this menu, it's showing, like, it's not giving me a lap count as to how many laps I could do with the leaders. Or, try that again. Let's explain it properly. Go into the fuel. You can set how many liters of fuel you want, and then it'll give you the approximate number of laps. But you have to do at least 2 laps in order to get that calculation, which means I've not completed 2 laps. Which means I've gone into the pits either every lap or every other lap, which is just absolute crap. Oh, didn't do that very well. Slow down. Kick it. Or not. I was hoping to be clever there. Didn't work. Bad, 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 bad. Oh, not bad. Get the rocks off my wheels. Ugh. Okay. Well, let's never say that again, because that was suggestive. Penis. That turn right there. If you can do it in 4th and come out of it, too high for 3rd in 4th gear, then it's about as good as you're gonna get out of it. Like, that's how we slow down in America. It's also how we completely munch it. All right. How much do I want to live with this? I'll tell you what, we'll pit it, and then then I'm gonna focus entirely on clean driving. I'll drop the pressures down for grip. And we're using semi-slicks already, so there's not much point trying to do anything there. Now this is gonna be the fun lap. Huh, that wasn't too bad. Although previously, I think it was like at 110 seconds or something. Now I'm down to 92, so I'm actually doing better. Which is, weird. See, no. We ain't gonna talk about that. There's no major damage on suspension though, so I don't want to elongate the. Whoa! Wow. Okay, now the steering is misaligned here, so we're gonna go ahead and turn that. Everybody gets prepared. It's gonna be a proper pit change or a pit stop. Gonna get that done, and then we're gonna do 2 laps without any disturbance. Okay, which one of these 2 cups in here has water? Because I didn't get my other cup in there when I got water. What the hell? I went all the way to 6th uphill in an 86. How well do you think that went? You know what? This whole lap is just... I am not even gonna excuse this lap. This was just absolutely awful. I'm ashamed of myself. I just aim to do better in the future. So yeah, like I said, gonna go to the pits, gonna get all my stuff repaired, and then we're gonna actually do some laps without, you know, trying to drift, be fancy, crashing, burning. Let's hit all the people. Yankee Doodle went to town in a Toyota, drove into 75 people. I'm just gonna throw that away before I just make myself sound even more retarded. All right. Actually turn up the music slightly. I do want to hear it while driving. I'm going to turn down the game volume slightly so maybe I'm a bit more audible. And everyone just said, no, turn yourself down. You sound like a fart. I don't know where I'm going with that. So, turn that on. Back over. Now, we're going to do at least 2 laps without crashing, hopefully. Dave. Okay. Learn this from Gran Turismo. Which I think the point of that is to maintain compression or maintain induction, I think it is, for the turbo. But this car doesn't have a turbo, so haha. Okay. The goal is to do at least 2 laps without crashing. Contact with other cars doesn't count. Minor scrapes against the barrier also don't count. Basically, I just don't want to crash. Oh, chair moved back. Wait, that was fine, even though... Okay, this ain't Beamin' G, but I know I didn't just rip a whole bumper off, like the thing's basically telling me I did. Alright. I blame the tires, they're not warm yet. Okay. We're doing 2 laps, at least. This reason being, I explained this earlier, but I've apparently not even completed 2 laps in the past 45 minutes, just because it's not giving me an estimated number of laps for refueling. Which is bad. And I didn't do that very well because you can take it in 4th, like I said before. Where's my... Okay, I'm out of water. That sucks. Once I do 2 laps of this, I may go ahead and go to Laguna Seca with like a Porsche 911, and you can see just how bad I really am. Am I in 4th? Somehow or another I ended up in 4th. I wonder why. I have the choice and I chose it. Okay. Surprised my phone hasn't gone off, because every time I stream, my phone goes off 50 times. No bad news bears. We ain't gonna talk about that, boys. Now this is a driving song. Actually, here's what I'll do. To make things at least somewhat interesting, it's like a ghost McLaren. Like, what the hell was that? Saw the red arrow, but telling me there's somebody behind me, but I didn't see the car. I was like, what the? A very casual drift. Okay, you know how I said I wasn't gonna do anything stupid? I lied. No! That was a crash. Alright. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Fuel. 20. Nothing on. Turn down game volume a little bit. No. Bring it back up to 4. Okay. What's that? Oh, well, that was useful. He lied. What I may do, just for the sake of completion, is after this, I may go to Laguna Seca, or do Black Cat County. This is Black Cat County long. But we may do like the normal Black Cat with something else. I'm thinking like either a Porsche or something else, because I don't like driving Porsches in this game. And I know that it's, oh, the 911 is like the nicest, most composed car you could ever drive. Well, I don't like them. They may, I'll admit that the 911 does turn better than a Cayman, but I don't like driving them because they're just turbocharged, low-end torque monsters, and I like these slower, high torque, fun cars. And that's it. Good night. So, what have we learned? I can't drive for peanuts. Also, there were no cars of comparable class on the track with me. McLaren, Lotus, RX-7. There was one other 86, and it toasted me. I did 6 laps versus the Corvette, which got 22 in. Okay, instead of staring at stats that you can't see, I'm going to get a 911 specifically. I do want one in a manual. I don't want flappy paddle nonsense. Wait a minute. Can I not just get... Oh. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, there's that purple one. Wait, whoa. Go back. I don't like what I just saw. Did it say all-wheel drive? I think that's what I was driving last night when I basically was just like, it doesn't turn or the brakes don't work, blah, blah, blah. I was basically screaming at the game because I couldn't get the car to turn in. I mean, that may have had something to do with it. Maybe it was all-wheel drive, which I continuously suck at. More than most other cars. Cayman GT. Can't remember if it was a Cayman or... Ooh, that's significantly louder than other songs. Let's turn it down a little bit. What car was it I was driving? No, I told a lie. It was the Cayman GT4. That one actually did kind of play well after I drove it around a little bit. So we're gonna do that. Ready. No need to blip the gas for downshifts, and yet it's a six-speed. Probably. Let's get cynical. I suck so bad at Porsches because they're basically rockets. They're lightweight, but that's the problem. They're lightweight. There's... Well, that's a problem? Yeah, sure. Keep the traction. I'll start at 2 and then drop it after various laps. Because it's not like I'm not gonna throw this thing into a wall without it. Is it just me, or is the music like much louder than... Oh, that's one way to stop the music. I just closed the tab. Oh, well. Kind of done listening to music anyway. I want to concentrate. Now, compared to, say, the 86, this thing has far better brakes. So... Even with traction control, I still lose it. I just don't like driving Porsches. They're mean compared to my dinky 86 or the Alfa Romeo 4C, which contradictory to what I said before about not liking turbocharged cars. That 4C is fun. Going back to the pits. Not restarting the session. Everybody could continue as normal, but I'm gonna drop the rear pressure by 1. Generic. Wait, what was that? Oh, I'm not gonna mess with the suspension. I don't have a clue. But you know what? For the heck of it, we're gonna turn off the electronics as well. I'm either gonna sink or swim. I guarantee it's gonna be a sink. Come out in second. Like, I know Black Cat County. This is like the one track that I do know like the back of my hand. He says as he completely munches third gear. And you'll see kind of what I was talking about though with like the 86. Like you go into it with fourth and you can kind of do it here, but it feels like you're in the low range, so, or in the low end, so it's, I don't know, it's just not as satisfying to come out of a turn in low. I like it to be a lot, I like it to be screaming on the way out. That's how I like my women. I don't know which would be more expensive to fix, a Truino or a 911, or whatever the hell this is, a Cayman. Truthfully, it'd probably be cheaper to fix the Truino. Actually, I don't know if that's a Truino or not. It's an 86, but an old 86, but it's not. Maybe a Truino, I don't know. I have to look at it. And rather what's the controversially, let's say, because it's the only word I can think of. I'm not exactly a fanboy of the original 86. Like, they're kind of cute, but I don't know. For me personally, I don't know if I could ever own one. Germany versus Italy. Italy wins. We used to be friends in 1940. Frick-a-dick. All right. Going the other way. All right. Going the other way again. Never underestimate people's ability to praise me while I absolutely suck at everything I do. That's not the way we're going. I forgot which Black Cat County I was driving for a minute. I like having the electronic kicker, but I also am so used to blipping the gas at this point that it is strange. Dickhead. I hate this car. Good Lord. Yeah, traction control is off. Ugh. Hate it when it's on, I hate it when it's off, I hate it when it's red, yellow, purple, anything. Don't like these cars. Let's stop driving it, stop complaining. No. Want to voice my disgust with the world. I've never driven a Porsche in real life, but they all suck anyway. I'm an internet forum on wheels. Fourth. Clapping into third. Saved! And now I'm getting lag spikes. What the hell? Actually, thinking about it, I was complaining about turbos and stuff. I don't actually think this car has a turbo. What is that? I just heard what sounded like a fighter jet about to slam into me, and then it was a GTR. Because the Nissans in this game sound like jets. They pretty well all do. I think there's a 370Z, I think that's what it is. The GTR, the R34. That's 3, but I remember there being 4 on the selection. What was the other one? Maybe it was like a GT car or an R34 Drift or something. I don't know. Now, I love the R34. Like, I loved that car in Need for Speed Underground 1. Like, that was like the car that everybody wanted out of that game, and I didn't even know what it... That's one hell of a repair bill. We're going to Laguna Seca. Tired of Black Cat County. But the, new record. Yeah, no, I only drove this car like 50 times in an attempt to like it. He lied. I could do Highlands. Highlands Long has like one of the longest straights of any course in this game. Especially like the unique road-going ones. Anyway, we'll take a track car to the track and see what happens. They're having it bounce around on closed public roads. Is my stomach showing? I'm a fat little piggy. But hell, what was I talking about? Who cares? Whatever it wasn't important. I've been streaming for an hour, and none of it was worth it. I mean, I'm glad I didn't specify things like what track I'm driving in the title of the video. Otherwise, people be like, this isn't right. You don't say. Drop everything down. I'm going to equalize the back end. Lagging a little bit. But then again, I guess everybody's more contained, I guess is the word. Like everybody's sort of on screen at once more often. Or maybe my computer's overheating. Who knows? I don't care. I'm out. Whee! Now, there's one thing about Laguna Seca I despise, and that is this. I always get rear-ended in the pit lanes, which sounds like I'm not going there. And that turn right there, if you go off it, it disqualifies your lap time, and then you get rear-ended. So I hate the pit lanes in Laguna Seca. Hell yeah, brother! We're going back to the Tiger Kingdom! To be fair, this is exactly what I would do in real life as well. I'd take an expensive car out and then I would just immediately bin it. I forgot to turn off the UI app, but yeah, there's no turbo gauge or no turbo readout on this, so this car is naturally aspirated, which is nice. That may be why I'm not spinning around more than 3 times a second. I call this learning the tolerances of the car, but everyone else knows it as you can't drive for poop, you useless sausage. That was smooth. Because here's the thing. My all-time favorite car is in this game, but the problem is it's nearly undrivable because it's a 1960s muscle car. With no traction control, no nothing. I think it may have a limited slip diff in it. Or maybe you can sort of set it to act like one, but it's still like the worst thing since cancer bread. If it weren't for the fact that the engine wasn't going all that fast and the fact that I completely messed it up, that would have been a champion drift. Talking of the R34. See, I do actually quite like the R30. Fuck you. I do quite like the R34, if for no other reason than it's the most agreeable. It's the most agreeable turbo car that, other than the 4C, that I think I've driven in this game, because it's so easy, like, and maybe the dimensions of that car are so good for drifting, because it's like, I'm not even good at drifting, and I could take an R34 around a corner and make it look good. Yeah, that looked amazing, Dave. Apparently, I just want to go back to the sand people because I keep ending up in the damn dirt. Well, I tried. Look out! Wave as everyone passes you by. Good lord. Bimmer, bimmer, bimmer! I can usually handle that hill. Well, that's it for everybody. God damn. Meanwhile, the Miata's having a boatload of fun and not crashing into everything. Ugh. All right. I am starting to feel fatigued from this endeavor. And BeamNG, I suspect, would run like Dookie, and I also don't want to have to change the title. So this may be it for tonight. So yeah. Turn off the text thing. Don't want it there anymore. Is there? Do I have a like a full screen webcam anywhere? Do I not? Well, that sucks. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I'll just do this. No, I broke it. New. Where's my video capture device? Woohoo! Anyway. Professional. Anyway, so that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for watching, whoever you are. I hope the VOD or however you view this is decent enough. I don't know why you watched it. Maybe you wanted to learn something. In other words, not how to drive or how not to drive, however you put it. Thank you for watching. I have been the Dave. I'm going at it. I'm getting out of here. Have a good one.